Hello, good morning everyone. We are planning to start or continue chapter accounting for overheads. Under that we have already completed 2 or 3 questions. Yes, 3 questions. From 4th question we are starting. See, 4th question is quite easy, so we are not starting the 4th question. But 5th question is quite different from previous one. So what we have asked in our 5th question, from the books of JD Limited, following particular for 6 months. See, 6 month information is given over here on 31st December 2017. Assuming that overheads are absorbed on the basis of percentage of direct labor. See, it is quite important. Overheads are absorbed on the basis of percentage of direct labor. It means that if overhead distribution is not given in the example, then you have to calculate such expense on the basis of direct labor. It means in the distribution of any expense, you have to calculate such expense distribution in the ratio of direct labor, because here some expense, or we may say that basis of some expense is not given. That's why such type of information is given. Determine the rate of percentage of each department. Here already distributions, we can say that there are 3 production department and 2 is a service department, and other expense during 6 months. See, these are the basis and these are the overheads. On the basis of this basis, you have to distribute such overhead. Then expense of service department D are distributed in proportion of direct labor, and those of E, it means here department D and department E are the service department, and this service department is providing their service to the A, B and C only, because another department is not over here. Then are distributed in the proportion of 6:3:2 to the production department. Production department means A, B and C. It means that expense of service department are distributed in the proportion of direct labor. Here it is already given in the question. And department E, which is service department, and the expense of service department, at last we have to distribute in the ratio of 6:3:1, which is already given in the question. See, it's quite important question from the examination point of view. Previous ones are all are the basis only. So first one is motive power. See, motive power 800. Motive powers are distributed, so we can find out the basis for distribution. So motive power will be distributed among electricity kilowatt. So we have to distribute motive power in the ratio of electricity kilowatt amount 800. 800 will be divided in the ratio of electricity kilowatt 250, 200, 150, 100 and 100. Next, again lighting power will be same basis, that is electricity kilowatt. Again 62.5, 50, 37.5, 25 and 25. Next one is supervision 2500. Again supervision will be distributed among the number of employees 33211. Supervision 750, 500, 250 and 250 in the ratio of number of employees. Then indirect material will be distributed among all these 5 department in the ratio of either direct labor or direct material. If direct material is not given in the question, then you have to distribute such type of material in the ratio of direct labor. Here direct material is given, so we are distributing in the ratio of direct material. So indirect material 300, 400, 400, 200 and 200. Then workers welfare expense, that is 2700. Again workers welfare expense is quite related to employees, so we are distributing in the ratio of number of employees. Again number of employees 810, 810, 540, 270 and 270 again. Then contribution in ESI. ESI means employee scheme insurance. Employee word is given, so we can distribute this ESI in the ratio of number of employees. If number of employees is not given, then we are distributing such expense in the ratio of direct labor. So number of employees 810, 810, 540, 270 and 270. ESI same 250, 350, 400, 100 and 150. Then canteen expense. Again canteen expense is related to the canteen expense is related to the employees, so we are distributing rupees 300 in the ratio of number of employees 90, 90, 60, 30 and again 30. Now rent and taxes, the amount of rent and taxes is rupees 500. Rent and taxes is related to factories, so we are distributing such expense in the ratio of space occupied in square meter 450, 450, 300, 150 and 150. We are dividing and find out the ratio, and in the ratio of 150, 150, 100, 50 and 50. Then repair and maintenance. Again repair and maintenance is related to plant and machinery, so we can distributing such expense in the ratio of assets value, so we are dividing such amount, that is 3500 in the ratio of 75, 50, 25, 15 and 10. Again 500, 1000, 500, 300 and 200. Now all the indirect expense are distributed already. Now we are planning to take direct expense and direct material. See, direct expense and direct material are the indirect expense in the service department, because in the service department no such direct labor are there and no such direct material are there, so it's become indirect overheads for this service department, because they are providing only service. So in the service department material were not used, so service in for the particular department, it means service department, direct material and direct labor becomes the indirect overhead. So we are distributing indirect overhead. It's quite important, mind you well. So we have to make a star and write down the direct labor and direct material. See, direct labor in the service department D 2000 and service department E 3000. We have write it down, the 2000 direct labor 2000, 3000 and direct material 2000, 2000. Again 2000 and 2000. See, mind you well, it is quite important. In the service department direct expense is become indirect expense, so we are distributing such indirect expense in the service department, not in the production department, because in the production department we are distributing only indirect overhead, right? So we are not write it down in the production department dash dash dash. Here expense is there, but because these are the direct expense, so we are not writing down the direct expense, right? Now it is quite important. Now how we are distributing other expense, so we have to make a total of each and every department, 3 production department and 2 service department. Then we are distributing such expense according to this information. Expense of service department D, it means total of D, that is 5325, are distributed in the proportion of direct labor. We are distributing such expense to the direct labor. The ratio of direct labor 5, 7, 8, 2 and 3. In the ratio 5, 7, 8, 2 and 3. We are distributing the department D, so we cannot write it down the ratio of D. So 5, 7, 8 and 3. We are writing down 5, 7, 8 and 3. 5325 distributed among this A, B, C and department E. Right. Now making the total over here. The tip D's become nil because we are already distributing the total of D to A, B, C and E. Now we are distributing again 6971 into the ratio of, see, then those of department E is distributed in the proportion of 631. We are distributing the E to ABC in the ratio of 6, 3 and 1. We are distributing 6, 3 and 1 in the ratio. Now making down the total, right. Now till your question is not over. Now we are finding out the percentage, because here already given percentage. We have to find out each department, rate of percentage of each department. So basis which is already given in the question. Yes. So making the total of 9504.5 is the total of department A. So on which basis we have to finding out the percentage? Yes, on the basis of direct labor. So the formula becomes total of A divided by direct labor multiplied by 100, because we are finding out the percentage, so we have to multiply it with 100. The total of A 9504 into 5 divided by direct labor of department A. See, the direct labor of department A would be 5000. So divided by 5000 multiplied by 100, the percentage become 190%. See, it is the answer of department A. Now B, percentage for B, the total of B divided by direct labor of B multiplied by 100. Here the direct labor of B is rupees 7000, total divided by 7000 multiplied by 100. It means 107.36 percentage would be the answer of department B. And now C, 5240.5 is the answer of department C, or we may say the total of department C divided by direct labor of that particular department. The direct labor of that particular department C is rupees 8000. So we are dividing 8000 multiplied by 100. So the percentage becomes 65.5%. Now we are starting next question, that is question number 6, which is also quite important. Here again same as like a previous one. In a factory there are 3 production department A, B and C and 2 service department X and Y. It means there are 3 service department like previous one, and X and Y are the service department. Total expense during March 2017 are as follows. The expense of particular month is given. Again basis is already given. Now the distribution which is given previous one, like such information is given. So department wise distribution of overheads, production department utilize the service of department X and Y. It means that service department X and Y are providing their services to the production department. It means A, B and C. So we can say that the expense of X and Y will be distributed among the A, B, C in the ratio of, yes, it is already given in the question, department X. The expense of last total of department X would be divided among the ABC in the ratio of 25%, 35% and 40%. It means if total of service department X, that is $6,575, will be divided in the ratio of 25%, 35% and 40%. Then we have to make a total, and the total of Y, that is 4175, will be divided among the other 3 departments, that is ABC in the ratio of 30%, 40% and 30%. Here 65750 will be distributed in the percentage ratio. 4175 will be distributed in the percentage given. So previous information is quite easy as so indirect labor, we have to find it out from this indirect labor in the ratio of direct labor. Factory insurance, again factory insurance will be divided among the square meter. Then canteen expense, again canteen expense, number of employees, light and electricity, light and power consumption in units, rent and taxes, space occupied, ESI contribution, direct labor or number of employees, depreciation, value of plant, power, again power will be distributed in power consumption in units, factory manager's salary means time spent by manager. So see, on this basis, from finding out this basis, you have to distribute such expense. After distributing such expense, you have to make a total. Then again same, we have to distribute in the ratio of this x to the ratio of 25, 35 and 40, and y to the ratio of 30, 40 and 30%. See, here you need to calculate the percentage. It is quite simple, so you have to calculate in the homework, right? That is question number 6. Now question number 7, which is important one, we are calculating it next one because it is quite different method. Again question number 8 is the same one. Here the information is given. On this information you have to find the base and distribute the expense, and such expense, after distributing such expense, you have to make a total. And here A, B, C are the service department, mind you well. So manufacturing department X and Y, only 2 department, manufacturing department, and there are 3 service department, A, B, C and service department. So you have to make a total, and this distribution of these 3 A, B and C in the ratio of given, right or not? Yes. So it is also in the homework. It is also quite simple one. Question number 8, 9 I have to calculate. See 9, question number 9. So indirect expense of a factory are as under. Calculate machine hour rate for machine number 1. Calculate machine hour rate for machine number 1 operates for 150 hours in a month. Now rent and taxes, the amount of rent and taxes is 4500. We have to calculate rent and taxes on the basis of machine hours. Yes, cost of, sorry, not a machine hours, square occupied. Rent and taxes square occupied. So the total is 50, but for the machine number 1 we are calculating for machine number 1. The machine number 1 proportion is 15. So we are dividing 15 by 90, 4500, that is the amount which is given in the question. 4500 multiplied by 15 divided by 90, so the amount is 750. Again light charges, the amount of light charges is 3200, and lighting point total 20. Out of that machine number 1 using only 4 proportion, so 3200 multiplied by 4 by 20, that is 640 is the answer. Next, depreciation, which is given annually, so it is quite important, 8%. So the amount of machine number 1 is 81,000. 8% is the amount of annual depreciation. 81,000 multiplied by 8% multiplied by 1 by 12, because here is given only monthly overhead in a month, so we are dividing it by 550. Again indirect labor, the amount of indirect labor is 1800. Indirect labor would be on the basis of direct labor. Direct labor is 6000 and 1000, so 1 by 6. 1800 multiplied by 1 by 6. See, continuing with this, we are making a total and find out the machine hour rate. See, you have to make a total, then find out the machine hour rate. How we can find out the machine hour rate? machine hour is equal to total overhead. It means total divided by machine hours. Total divided by machine hours. Machine hour which is already given in the question. The amount of machine hours is 150, which is directly given in the question. We have not to find it out. 150. The total divided by 150 is equal to 23.29 rupees, which is the answer of machine hour rate. So it's quite simple. We have already calculated. From the question number 10 we are calculating in our next lecture. Thank you everyone, and I am giving you homework in the photocopy and also giving you illustration which is quite easier one, and you have to understand quite easily because with the answer I will given.